Hello dear students, I welcome you all to this video class. Today I will discuss this topic called normal mode vibrations of air columns. Whenever there is a kind of boundary for a medium, waves will be reflected from the boundary. When forward wave and reflected wave, when both are present in a medium, a special kind of wave called stationary wave is formed. So here in this equation I have considered two waves. First wave is moving in negative x direction with the velocity omega by k, and this is the wave moving in the positive x direction with the velocity omega by k. When both are present, the resultant displacement is given by the sum of two, and this principle is called principle of superposition, and I will discuss that in a separate lecture, this principle of superposition. Now looking at this expression, we cannot say that it is a traveling wave, because it is not a function of kx minus omega t, also not a function of kx plus omega t. Both are present. So what kind of wave it will be? To find out what happens, we can rewrite this equation using the identity for sin c plus sin d, which is equal to 2 sin c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. So taking this a outside a bracket and combining the remaining signs, you can easily show that this equation reduces to this equation. So the resultant displacement is given by y is equal to 2a sin kx cos omega t. If you take this part 2a sin kx as some a, then you can see that this equation represents simple harmonic motion a cos omega t with some constant amplitude a. For example, if you put x is equal to 0, then the amplitude will be 0, and that corresponds to this position, and it is called a node. And when kx equal to pi by 2 90 degree, then you get a sin pi by 2 equal to 1, and the amplitude will be 2a. So you can see here it has got a maximum amplitude 2a. This is 2a. This amplitude is not at all changing, it is not moving, so it appears as stationary. That is why this type of wave is called a stationary wave or standing wave. It will not appear moving towards any direction. So at the certain places, particles are having maximum displacement 2a. One is this point, another is this point, another this point. This is maximum amplitude. So these places are called antinodes, and there are places having zero amplitude. For example, at x equal to 0, we have a node, and kx equal to n pi. For example, kx equal to pi, we have sin pi equal to 0, so that is this point. Then we have sin 2 pi equal to 0. Then we have sin 3 pi equal to 0. So at these places, the amplitude of vibration will be 0, and these places are called nodes. And you can also show that distance between two adjacent antinodes will be lambda by 2, where lambda is the wavelength of the wave, which is equal to 2 pi by k. And we can also show that distance between adjacent nodes is also lambda by 2. For example, in the case of nodes, we have the condition kx equal to n pi at a nodes. Suppose n plus 1th node occurs at xn plus 1 and nth node occurs at xn, then the distance between the nodes is xn plus 1 minus xn. So substituting the values here, we get a distance between nodes as pi by k, and k is equal to 2 pi by lambda. Substituting that, you will get a distance between adjacent nodes as lambda by 2. Similarly, we can prove that the distance between adjacent and antinodes is also lambda by 2. These kinds of waves can be actually formed in air columns. In the first case, I have considered standing waves in a pipe closed at both ends. Pipe is closed at both ends. If a sound wave is produced in this closed pipe, different kinds of stationary waves are formed. I have shown the first three types here. At the two closed ends, we have reached the boundary of the air column. So particles here cannot oscillate in the longitudinal direction here and here. So node should be formed at the closed end. We can also find the frequency of vibration in each case. In the first case, we know the distance between adjacent nodes is lambda by 2. So this lambda by 2 will be the length of the pipe L. So we have lambda by 2 is equal to L, or lambda equal to 2L, and using the equation V is equal to nu lambda for waves, the frequency of vibration nu will be equal to V by lambda. So using that, the first frequency of vibration will be V by 2L. That frequency of vibration is called first harmonic. There is another terminology, it is also called fundamental frequency. And in the second case, we have got a node here, node here, node here. So the total distance L will be equal to lambda by 2 plus lambda by 2, that is 2 lambda by 2. And in the third case, we have to have a node at the two ends, because pipe is closed at those ends. So node has to be formed there. And here we get 3 lambda by 2 is equal to L. And in each case, we can find the frequency. And in the second case, the frequency is nu 2, that is found to be twice the first frequency. So it is called second harmonic. And in the other terminology, it is also called first overtone. So we have first harmonic, second harmonic, and in the other terminology, fundamental and first overtone. In a similar way, we can prove that the frequency of nth harmonic or n minus 1th overtone is given by nu n is equal to n times V by 2L. V by 2L is fundamental frequency, so n times nu 1. So we can see that these vibrations can have certain definite frequencies only, and these frequencies are called normal mode frequencies. If the pipe is closed at one end and open at the other end, then the air particles at the left end cannot vibrate to and fro because the pipe is closed there, but here it can freely vibrate. So antinode will be formed at the open end. So here antinode will be formed, and here node will be formed. So the diagram which is having longest wavelength will be of this type, and from the diagram we can see that the distance between node and antinode is lambda by 4. So lambda by 4 will be equal to L, from which we can find the first harmonic frequency. We have lambda by 4 is equal to L, so lambda will be 4L and nu will be V by 4L. You can see that the fundamental frequency or first harmonic is given by V by 4L, and the next higher frequency will be obtained from the second diagram. You should note that the antinode should be formed here and node should be formed here. So we have got lambda by 4, lambda by 4, lambda by 4. So 3 lambda by 4 will be equal to L, or lambda equal to 4L by 3. Substituting that in the formula for frequency, we get nu 3 is equal to V by 4L by 3, that is 3 times V by 4L, and V by 4L is the first harmonic. So you get 3 times first harmonic as the next higher frequency. So it is actually third harmonic, and the next higher frequency will be fifth harmonic. So even harmonics are absent. Second harmonic, fourth harmonic, sixth harmonic, etc. are absent in this case. And in the third diagram we have got a pipe which is open at both ends. So open at both ends. So in this case antinode will be formed at the two ends, and these are the possible ways in which vibrations can occur, or stationary waves can be formed, and in this case we get all the frequencies exactly similar to that of the first case. We have got in the first case lambda by 2 is equal to L, in the second case 2 lambda by 2 is equal to L, in the third case 3 lambda by 2 is equal to L. By watching the diagram you can check whether my calculation is correct. All these vibrational modes can be obtained by suitably exciting the air column. All these vibrations are called normal mode vibrations, and the corresponding frequencies are called normal mode frequencies.